Hello, 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 everyone. Hello, hello, hello. You guys know it's a special day for me. I've kind of told you guys in the morning when I said good morning to you guys, and I let you know what special day it is for me. I just wanted to do a quick live. I won't be before you long, of course, but I do want to talk about the glory of God. I really do. Because I want to tell you, I've been through some stuff in life. Some real stuff in life at a young age. A lot of you guys, when you were young, getting to play hopscotch or double dutch and just enjoying life as a young person, I was dealing with serious chronic illness. Nephrotic syndrome is what it's called. It's a rare kidney disease. I was diagnosed that at a very young age, 12 years old. And a lot of times I felt real sick. A lot of times I was in and out of hospitals most of my life, to be honest with you. I spent a lot of time, sorry, it's bugs flying around. Y'all know I don't deal with bugs. But I spent a lot of times in and out of hospitals. And I told you guys know my story a little bit. My mother would be there day and night. I want to thank goodness for FMLA. So there are people that use it for it. It's good. But because of FMLA, my mother was able to be there with me day and night as I was a child, 12, 13 years old, facing stuff that people say, oh, adults just deal with that. And we're not talking about adults. We're talking about people much older. But I was dealing with real kidney issues where I blew up like a blimp. My cheeks, they looked like two big golf balls were inside my cheeks. My legs and my arms, they swole up. I still have stretch marks all on my legs because of what I went through to this day. I have marks all over my body that can show you what I've been through. I know some of you out there, you love your tattoos, you love putting the tattoos on, but me, you know what I always tell people? I don't need tattoos because the things I've been in life left so many scars on my body, it can tell my story. I don't need any art on me to tell my story. My body tells my story. So if you ever look at my body, you'll see the stretch marks on my legs and thighs from when I was very young and I blew up like a blimp. I was retaining a lot of water because my kidneys weren't functioning too well. And as I got older, I ended up being on dialysis. And I'm saying to you guys, it's not just old people that's on dialysis. I was talking to this woman not too long ago. I won't say her name. I won't put her out there. But she's a dialysis nurse. And she was telling me how a lot of young people are now in the dialysis center. She's amazed at how many young people are in the dialysis centers needing help. I don't know if it's the food, I don't know. But I do know young people are getting sick day and night all the time now. Like these illnesses that you thought were just attributed to people 60, 70, 80 years old, they're happening to people's kids. You know? So imagine being an adult having to deal with your child in the hospital. That's what my mom had to deal with. And I'm not going to lie to you. I'm sure sometimes she would have to go into the hallway. She told me this as an adult. She didn't tell me when I was young. She would have to go into the hallway and cry and just let it out, but come back into the room just to be strong for me. And sometimes to this day, people wonder why I don't cry about certain things and things of that nature. I guess it's because I've been through so many storms in life. I've been through so many storms that sometimes all I know how to do is to be strong. But sometimes people always ask, well, what do the strong people do when they need a little help? Because trust me, we get down too. It becomes to the point that it becomes sometimes it gets a little bit overwhelming, but guess who we turn to? We turn to God. Because God is the only one that can give me strength. I can do all things through Christ that strengtheneth me. I believe it. That's been my favorite scripture since I was a little girl. I used to quote it over and over and over and over in those hospitals to myself. As the doctors will come in and give me more bad news. I'm dealing with the type of news most kids know nothing about. All they have to worry about is what toy they want to pick today. Here I am, sometimes I can't even lift my leg up high enough to put it on the first step of the school bus. I remember back in the old days when my mother I went to a private school. It was a Catholic school, so we wore uniforms. And she had to beg the principal because all my hair had fell out. Some of you guys may not know this. I didn't have any hair. It fell out because of my issues, my kidney problems, and the type of medication that they had me on. So she had to beg the teacher, the principal. Yes, the principal at the school to see if I could wear a hat that was going against the policy of the school. And after they said, go ahead, she can wear the hat, it's okay. I remember way back when the kids pulled my hat off because they wanted to know what it looked like under that hat. When the kids laughed at me, I remember it all like it was just yesterday. That's why I became strong. It's nothing that anybody can say to me that can make me feel down. There's nothing that someone can say to me that's going to put me under. Because I done dealt with that a long time ago. So I'm ready for any battle I have to face. Whether it's somebody telling me you're not going to be nothing, yes, I will. Because let me tell you something, I'm not here by chance. I'm not here by chance. I have a purpose. I always think of the story of Job and what he went through. Job went through a lot. He had boils all over his body. Let me tell you something, but he never cursed God out once. I went through all the storms you can go through, but let me tell you something. I never blamed God. I never cursed out God. I just kept saying, God, thank you for another breath in my body. Just give me the strength to go on, and when I am healed, Lord, I will tell the whole world who did it for me. It is not here by chance. I'm not here by chance. I am here because of a divine purpose that I have over my life. God gave me the type of voice that I have to be able to tell the people exactly who he is. I always tell people, you have a purpose. I tell you guys all the time, you all have a purpose. I know what my purpose is. My purpose is to every single day that God gives me another breath to tell people what I've been through, to let them know that I have come out victorious because of Christ. Let me tell you something. When I got older, I went on to dialysis. I spent a couple years in the dialysis center, you guys, where the nurses had to clean my blood and go through all that. You know what I told myself? I said, you know what? I don't want nobody else cleaning my blood. I don't want anybody else doing it. Teach me how to do it and I'll do it at home. So I took time off of work. They let me go on disability just so I can learn the training of how to do hemodialysis at home. That means I had to put needles into my body, into my arm, this arm that has a fistula. Let me see if I can show you guys it. As you can see, this has a fistula in it. You see those two little brown dots you see is where I used to poke the needles into my arm. And I poked those needles into my arm because that's how you clean the blood out. And you also have to get rid of the waste. Some of you guys don't count it as so much a blessing because you do it every day. But just to be able to urinate is something that I could not do. I needed a machine to be able to help me to do this. Now, I'm going to tell you guys all the way the truth. I never quit my job while I was on dialysis. I worked full time. I would get up in the wee hours of the morning to go set my machine and get it ready. Anybody that may know about dialysis, I'm sure my dialysis nurses know what I'm talking about. I would have to get a batch ready for the day. That means I have to get the water clean. It has to be as clean as it can be so that it can go through my body. So I would get a batch ready early in the morning, go straight to work. I work from home, you guys, so that's one blessing I did have. God blessed me with a job where I work from home. I've been working from home for over 7 years now. So I would get my batch ready, then I would go straight to work, clock in, start doing all that I needed to do for my job. Let me tell you something. While you guys were probably having a great lunch, going out maybe to the malls or snacking or having a good food, this is what I had to do on lunch. I had to go straight back down to the basement where my machine was. I would have to prepare my needles for the day. I didn't take them out because, of course, they need to be pure. You know, you can't have some dirty needles, right? So I would keep them in the packaging, but I would line my stuff up. And you would get the needles ready. You would get the bandages ready. You would get the everything sterilized, making sure that you have your alcohol pads. Making sure that you have the thing that goes around your arm to even get you ready to be able to put a needle in you. Let me tell you something. This wasn't something easy. I'm not going to sit here and lie to you. Not only are you dealing with the physical pain of what you're going through, it's mental too. Don't think that I didn't feel down or sometimes I didn't get discouraged. I would have to turn to God and pray to him and say, God, give me the strength. I don't want to, first off, I told God, I don't want to be on disability. I don't want disability checks. I need my full money, God. Let me continue to keep my job. So I would go on lunch hour, get all my stuff ready, because right after I get off work, guess what I had to do? Get straight on that machine for hours. So after a long day of work of whatever I went through, I would get off the machine and go straight onto, I would get off of work and then go straight onto the machine. And the machine would have you on there for 3 to 4 hours. Literally, you can't walk around. You can't do anything. The most you can do is probably read a book. If you want to get on your laptop, you can do something like that. What I decided to do during this time was I decided to create my company, Silent Tears. And I named it Silent Tears because a lot of times I wanted to cry out. And I wonder who else in this world might be crying silent tears. Whether they're going through financial constraints, whether they were going through what I was going through, chronic illness, grief, whatever. I wanted to create something that helps people. Meanwhile, a lot of you guys may know my story. Meanwhile, at this time, I had just lost my son. My firstborn son. I'm doing all this in the midst of, on dialysis, just lost my son. And all I was thinking about is I want to help other people in the midst of my storm. It's easy to come out of your storm and say, oh, I want to help the people. But it's a whole nother thing to still be in your storm and still want to dedicate whatever time you can to helping others. But I knew that was my purpose in life. So let me tell you something. During that time, I got to move away because y'all know I told you about the buzz. But during that time, I went on ahead and I continued to do my treatments, This lasted for 2 years, working full time while doing my own treatments. One day I got a call. And it said, Ina, we need you to come in. We need to see if this kidney is a match for you. And anybody who's ever been waiting on a kidney, you know sometimes they'll call you and it may not be a match. That happened to me before too. I remember one time they called me and I came all the way down. I got mine back in Toledo, Ohio. I'm from Detroit, Michigan. So we drove to Toledo, Ohio, and come to find out they said, this one isn't for you. I remember being right there in that room and saying to myself, well, at least somebody got a kidney today. Well, at least somebody got a second chance at life. Some people get so mad, they so angry. You got to be glad, clap when somebody else is getting their blessing. Clap when somebody else is getting what they have worked so hard for. Don't get jealous. It isn't time to get jealous. It isn't time to be bitter. When you see that person getting a new car, when you see that person getting a new house, when you see that person elevating, don't get jealous. Clap for them because it's going to be your time. You just got to wait. And see, during that wait, God is watching how you act. He's watching to see if you're going to curse him out, if you're going to get mad, if you're going to be jealous. Oh, I didn't get jealous. I didn't get mad. I never cursed God out once. I thank God that person was able to get a kidney that day because I know the struggle. So after that, getting back to what I was going to say, I did get another call. And it was on September 24th. 2 years ago. I got a call that said, Ina, we want you to come on in again. We think we have something for you this time. So I came on, I drove all the way back down to Toledo, Ohio. And when I drove down to Toledo, Ohio, this time they said, Ina, this is it. We got one for you. We have a kidney for you. We're going to go straight into surgery and get it done. This is early in the morning. It's happening so fast for me. I'm like, oh my goodness. It was happening so fast. I honestly, when I went down there, I didn't know if this was going to be the time or not. So I wasn't really getting too happy-go-lucky, But this was my time. I don't know if God watched me just to see how I acted the other time. I don't know. But it was my time. So I did my clap for myself. And what did I do? I praised God and said, thank you, God. Thank you, God. So we went into surgery. The surgery, it's some hours, y'all. We went into surgery and I was blessed with the kidney, you guys. I'm standing here 2 years later with the kidney. The same kidney I was given. Some of you may not know, but when you get a kidney, it may go into rejection. There's a chance when they put that kidney in, it may not start working. And you may have to go straight back on dialysis. But it worked. It woke up. It came alive for me. And I'm standing here today, 2 years later, wearing my old dialysis shirt. Wearing my old dialysis shirt. Why am I wearing my old dialysis shirt? To tell you guys, I have my stripes. My stripes that I have, it came from everything I've been through. And I want to tell you guys right here, right now, I don't know what you're waiting for. I don't know what you've been asking God for. But no matter what you're asking God for, He will deliver. Keep praising Him in the midst of your storm. Keep thanking Him in the midst of your storm. Because no matter what, you still have breath in your body right now. That means anything that you're going through in life, your circumstances can change. I don't care if you don't know where your next money is coming from. I don't care if the landlord is saying you might be out because you haven't paid. I don't care what you're going through. God will always see you through. I don't believe in the words can't. I don't believe in the words I cannot do something. I don't believe in that. Sometimes I talk to people and they tell me, well, maybe this is that. And, I don't know anything about making excuses in life. I don't know anything about that. You know why? Because I believe in you give life all you got. Because guess what? When you are gone, you're gone. So every breath that God blesses you with, you better go forward. You better go for what you want. You better go for what you need. Give life everything you got. You want to go take that trip? You want to get married? You want a new house? Whatever it is that you want in life, go after it. There is no excuses to life. I'm telling you guys, life is for the living, don't just exist. And when God brings you out of your storm, don't get all quiet about it. Tell people what God has done for you. Some of y'all, God bring you out of your storm and you go right back to your mess. Like God ain't never did nothing for you. You was praying on your hands and knees in the midnight hour. You was praying on your hands and knees at 3 o'clock in the morning. But as soon as God delivered you out, all of a sudden you done forgot about God. You done went back to all the stuff you've been doing before. After you done promised God, come on now. Come on now. After you promised God, God, if you just bring me out of this, I won't do this no more. God, if you deliver me out of this, I won't go back to that no more. Some of y'all done went back on what you said, but that's all right. Let me tell you something. As long as you got breath in your body, you still have a chance to do what you're supposed to do. You still have a chance to glorify God. You still have a chance to go out in this world and give it all you got. So this message isn't to discourage you. This message is to tell you, go out there, live your life, enjoy life, and never forget where your strength comes from. Never forget who gives you the breath in your body right now. Storms come. That's life. That's life, baby. That is life. Everybody walking around on this earth has been through something. We can make it look good on social media, am I right? We can sit there and make it look all great, make it look perfect. But at the end of the day, we all have been through some storms in life. Some of y'all are in your storm right now. That's who I'm talking to. It's coming. Your victory is coming. Your deliverance is coming. God got something great for you. He wouldn't have put you on this earth for nothing. He has a purpose for your life. Sometimes you got to just be willing to put your hands up and say, God, I'm just going to give it all to you. You tell me what to do. Let me tell you something. God is waiting for you to do that. He waiting for you to go ahead and let him get direction. Because let me tell you something. When God leads your life, he going to lead you in a way you have never seen before. Because when we make decisions, and let me tell you something, sometimes we make decisions with the naked eye and we make all these silly decisions and we put ourselves even worse in a storm. Am I right? We put ourselves worse and worse and worse. And sometimes it feels like it's hard to get out. But God waiting on you to put your hands up and say, God, I'll just give it to you. So he can dig down deep. Dig down deep and come get you. He wants you. Trust me, he do. So no matter what you do today and no matter what you do for the rest of your life, take advantage of every single second you are given. Because let me tell you something, it's some people laying in the ground right now that would love to have that second that you're given. We're in the middle of a pandemic where many people lost a lot of family members. Many people lost their life. And still people wasn't turning to God. Funny thing about it was when I was turning on the news, the one time I did turn it on, the politicians even said, we don't know what to do. We all need to get on our hands and knees. I'll never forget it. I said, wow, when the politicians are saying that, then come on now. We facing something that only God can help us with. But I mean to tell y'all everything that I know, and what I do know about life is God can rescue you out of anything. And he's willing to do it. And you can do anything through Christ that strengtheneth you. I mean it. I mean it. I mean it. Don't you ever doubt him. Sometimes he's just waiting to see how you act. Sometimes he's just waiting to see how much faith you got. He'll bring you out. If you just have the faith of a mustard seed, he'll bring you out. He said, I feed the birds. How much more will I do for you? The birds get fed every day, and he makes sure. What you think God would do for you? Stop turning to drugs. Stop turning to all this mess. That ain't going to help you not a bit. It'll give you a temporary little up. But let me tell you something. It'll bring you back down too. If you want to stay up, go to God. I'm not afraid to say it. Go to God. Because he's the only one that can bring you out of whatever you're going through. And have faith in him. I love you all. I truly do. And all you can do is love me back no matter what. So like, share, comment. I hope this touches somebody out there. And if it doesn't, at the end of the day, I still had to give my glory to God. Because guess what? It's my 2-year kidney anniversary. And I am alive. Thank God.